Right then, Taurus, your yearly for 2026. So if you're clever, I've said it before, and if you've got your birth chart sorted out like I told you to, because there's plenty of free apps that'll do it for you, you'll know what your 12 houses are. We have months and houses, and then you'll have the current chart of the time. So if you're clever, you'll get more than 3 reads out of this. And those of you that are watching for the first time, you might have to go back on a few to zodiac wheels to see how it works. So 12 houses: Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, because the zodiac year starts with Aries, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius and Pisces. At the bottom of the deck we've got you walking away, leaving the misery of the past behind. That's how we want it. Turning your back on misery. You're not having it anymore. Seems to be a theme going so far. So 8 months. Oh, feeling isolated, feeling alone, lonely in a room full of people. So if you're feeling like that, you're thinking I might as well bugger off because nobody appreciates me anyway. Not feeling like one of the pack. You might have everything you need, but something still feels missing. So your first house is Aries, but it's January. So there it is, another 5. So change is coming because you can't stand this anymore. You're grieving maybe, or you've been dwelling in the past. It's time to pull your socks up, suck it up, buttercup, build a bridge, get over it, stop crying over spilt milk. There is a future, but you've got to believe it and stop wallowing it in self-pity. So the past is over, the future's not promised. So you have to live in the now, because what's been there or what's happening in January is lies. It's not black and white, there's grey areas. Somebody's trying to confuse you, or you've got a confused mind. The panda is your animal totem, look it up, but there is lies, deceit and possibly theft here, and it's connected to the past. 5 months is mentioned, 1 week. So first house is about yourself, about your self-esteem, your self-worth, how you present yourself to the world. It's Aries. It's what gives you the passion to move forward. From this, it looks like you've got no passion to move forwards. But there's the change. A run of good luck's coming your way in February, but it might be delayed a little bit. So we've got 10 is positive, 21 is negative. Travel delays. The fixed signs of Taurus, Leo, Scorpio and Aquarius are negative for you. The internet may be a problem. But there is a change, number 10. So 21 is negative, 10 is positive. The name Oscar could be important, and Bob. Ladybirds, look for the ladybirds, that's your animal totem. Your second house is about your self-worth, what you value in life, your belief system. Third house is communications. Somebody's giving you a gift. There might be a parcel coming in the mail, and it's given with love, unconditional love. Your emotions are intact. Your cup is full. You are not making any knee-jerk reactions. There's an opportunity coming your way that if you choose to take it and nurture it, it will grow. Within a year, it will pay off. It could be a proposal, somebody asking you for your hand in marriage, or a new home, a new business, whatever it is. There's unconditional love there. So it looks like March is brilliant. Those born on in the sign of Cancer could be important. So if you've got Cancer in your 3rd house, that's even more important. Loving, communications and gifts. 4th house of home and family life. Somebody here feels trapped. They're overthinking things. They've listened to other people's words and their own negative thoughts for too long, and they're trapped because they dared take off that blindfold or those ropes, stand up for themselves, because whoever put those swords there was very threatening. They've been gone a long time, but those thoughts and words are still there, and that lady is frightened. If she takes the blindfold off, those swords will be used against her. So you're trapped. Analysis paralysis, overthinking. You have to take a risk. You have to stand up for yourself. You have to start this new adventure. We've got Katie and Zoe, and again Richard could be important. The grasshopper. So when I was a kid, there was a program with a Shaolin monk that was called Grasshopper. So tread carefully, but take the risk. 22, positive energy for you. Your conscience is also the grasshopper. Jiminy Cricket. So the name Jim and Cricket could be important as well. So yeah, you set off on a new adventure. Possibly this opportunity that came your way. That's in April. May. Don't be greedy in finances, because we've got a 5 and a 10 now. If you speculate to accumulate, it will grow. Stability, more stability. But if you hold on to everything you've got tightly, you'll be left feeling stuck, stubborn. If you're holding on to this stability, it may come to an end. That's the thing. Anyway, whether you try to keep it together or not, because the more you resist, the more it persists. So the more you stick your heels in, the worse it's going to get. So you have to give a little. Don't be stubborn. Don't be greedy. Don't be controlling. Alice. 4 to 10 years there. So that's your 5th house, Leo. This 22 must mean something to you and the Leo, because they're mentioned again in your 6th house. 6th house is Virgo. It's about health issues. Take a risk, feel the fear, do it anyway. There's loyalty here, there's adventure, and financial success if you take the chance. So late August, September, February, March, April, May, June. But late August, September could be important as well. It's June. And the 22 again is for you. Fantastic. July, we've got a decision to make and a rejection. So it looks like you may have rejected this opportunity. Or you may have waited too long. Don't wait too long. Especially if somebody's blackmailing you emotionally, financially or spiritually. You have to make a decision. And don't wait till you show the facts, because if you do, you'll fail. Don't protect others, and don't wait till you show your facts. Don't protect others. What's the other one? Mercury retrograde could be important. Don't be in denial. That's what it is. Don't be in denial about this opportunity, this seed. Don't pretend it's not happening. The dung beetle. So one person's trash is another person's treasure, so don't take things for granted. A missed opportunity there in July. Lack of effort means your wishes and dreams can't come true. So remember, you've got to nurture this seed, and if you don't, it all will come to nothing. We've got Aquarius, we've got 17, we've got Fred. Staying in, not socialising, burning the candle at both ends, but putting very little effort into your dreams, your hopes, your wishes. Losing hope in August. Aquarius energy, and that's your 8th house of Scorpio. So shared resources, the reproductive organs. So something may go steadily wrong after June. Yeah. So you've got 2 players here. You've got both earth signs. So career and finances take a dive. Somebody that was once accepted into the family, somebody of a darker complexion perhaps, father and son perhaps, or someone you've known from man to boy, or boy to man should I say. Uniforms, these are negative for you. Well, the older is negative. The older is not what he appears to be, and he could be an enemy financially. So there's grey areas in your finance here. Risk taking, a lot of risk taking. Apologies, but I don't know if these apologies are sincere. It's healing. Somebody needs to heal themselves before they apologise and heal you. So there's no closure here, I don't think. A businessman, a failed business, but small improvements in finance. Gifts, the postman, a message, the checks in the mail, child maintenance maybe. You have to take a new path in October. A celebration will be called off, or house will be sold and split, because we've got the 4 of Wands there, the 2 there. There's a sting in the tail. So having finances we've got over there, we've got having property there. Uninvited to something, a wedding called off maybe. Somebody realising they need to take a different path, because the definition of insanity is doing the same thing and expecting a different outcome. Nothing's going to change if you don't change it. November, 11th house, this is your life purpose. Oh, you're being a coward. You're not following your true life purpose. Could be deep depression. We've got Scorpio energy again, so it's about shared resources, the reproductive organs. Something's gone wrong here drastically. Those born in the year of the ox, 8 or 26, a beast of burden. Something is a burden. Somebody's trying to be controlling, control you. Illness, bad temper, impatience. So December, your 12th house of Pisces, somebody stuck in a situation that they have to be in financially or emotionally, not because they want to be, so it's going back to the emotional blackmail. Somebody's trapped. You have to be open to anything that releases you from this, otherwise you're going to go round in circles. So there's no independence here for at least 9 years. Somebody cannot stand on their own 2 feet, so they're reliant on you. And the problem is finances, because we've got nothing but pentacles in here. There's very little love, and when we have got love, the cup is empty. So you have to love yourself unconditionally. That's what they're saying. The choice, I believe, is way back in March. January, February, March. You have to love yourself first, unconditionally. Be in charge of your emotions and accept an opportunity that comes your way. A change is taking place in February where travel is delayed and the fixed signs are getting in your way. So, walk away. That's what they're saying. Don't keep doing the same thing. Don't feel trapped by words and thoughts. Don't overthink it. Just do what makes you happy. Oh dear. At 22 for you is fantastic. Number 10 for you is fantastic. But avoid that 17 because that's not. It's just not. And 21. So it's, I think, finance and career more than anything else. But it could be joint resources with a partner or a business partner. Yeah, somebody's stirring the pot. Number 16. Don't. If a job's worth doing, it's worth doing yourself. Don't delegate to other people. That's lack of effort. Don't expect others to do the job because they will get the credit if you do. So don't step away. Remember that you have to have all your ducks in a row before you do what you're planning. So stir in the pot, 16. Cerridon, you have to transform your energy, gain some knowledge, and then make magic. She's a shape-shifting underworld goddess. She is said to stir her cauldron, making herbal magical brews, so alternative medicine may be. Legend tells of Gwion, a boy left in charge to stir a cauldron's potion, who accidentally splashed it. He sucked the 3 drops off his thumb, and from that potion he was bestowed knowledge. So accidental knowledge, you find something out. Magic and the goddess shape-shifting skills. Cerridon was angry and chased Gwion. So there could be some anger, there's only some bad temper there. They both shifted into many manner of animals to escape until eventually Gwion was eaten by Cerridon. But his life force merged with her, so somebody could become pregnant, the seed. She could not bear to keep him because he was too beautiful. So there's the abandoned child. So if you've got a child that you had adopted, they may come back as a man and not be what others seem to be. She bundled him off and set him up on the water, where he was later found and adopted. It is said that he grew up to be the famous Taliesin, so the greatest wizard that ever was, which would be the magician, 1/28. In drawing the Cerridon card, a transformation is likely, so the Scorpio energy transformation. Change. If you're not already beginning one. First, it is necessary for you to gather all the correct ingredients and place them in the mixing pot. Be careful to ensure that everything is in place at the correct time, so plan, especially if you're just going to walk away. Don't just do it on a knee-jerk reaction, which may mean certain astrological points in time. Also, but one thing remains certain, transformation can be welcome, but sometimes not. It's usually a good thing, no matter how much you might perceive it at the time. So it could be a blessing in disguise if something is lost. Just as the story of shape-shifting goes, so too is it important to shape-shift or be adaptable, let go of control, to every situation. What in your life can you apply this to? Where do you need to adapt or adopt a different way of being? Look at each situation and decide what qualities you need most to navigate your way through. It's about thinking and doing things differently, obtaining a different outcome than normal. With magic will be put in the cauldron. Cerridon is also known as the moon goddess, another significant sign of cycles, so your monthly cycle and change. There's your change in February. Everything is a state of flux. The only constant in your life is change. A time to roll with the flow. Look at yourself and your life and see what needs to change. Needs to move, needs to grow. Let it in, don't resist it. This is the gift of change. There we are, February, March. Let it in, don't resist this. Be ready to create. So if you can't get pregnant because there's something wrong with your womb, then maybe adoption should be a possibility for you, even if you've always said that's not the way to go. I'm not saying it'll never happen, but there's some niggling doubt here about something. There's more than one story here, but the Spirit are talking about fertility issues and adoption. They're also talking about that nagging feeling at the back of your brain that's too many thoughts stopping you from achieving your hopes, wishes and dreams. You've got to stand on your own 2 feet and stand up for yourself. So, 17 negative, 21 negative, 22 positive, 8 and 26 negative, number 10 positive. Diana, the Huntress, Sagittarius, absolutely beautiful. If you don't shoot, you'll never score. So you've got to take that risk. Diana, I believe, is a main goddess. So you are extra blessed with this one. Might be slightly longer. Artemis, February the 14th. Cupid. There she is. So, Diana is the goddess of nature and the hunt. She is the goddess of wild places, the earth and our psyche. Complete unto herself, she was widely worshipped all over the ancient world as a powerful, protective goddess. Although a virgin herself, so it could be Virgo, she is the protectress of women in childbirth. What did I say? She is the archer, and her sacred animals are the bear, the deer, and the goat. So somebody may receive the gift, the Spirit calls it a gift, it's very important, this, of a child, or the conception of a child, but decide to reject, or it may be lost in June, July, January, February, March, April, May, June. Yeah. If you don't look after yourself. Diana is the daughter of Zeus, so it could be your daughter, the king of the gods, and letter Apollo, which always says number 11, the sun god and her brother, so daughters and sons. She's also called Artemis, literally goddess of the countryside, and it is important to remember that in ancient times the countryside was not a theme park with nature trails that you drive onto at weekends, but recognised as being directly responsible. So farmers, agriculture, you've got that there. For day-to-day survival. Eco-warriors. Diana was the goddess of the wild and lonely places, wilderness, the woods, the desert. Your heart is as wild and untamed as the places you love. The original meaning of chaste is complete unto herself. So maybe you believe that your daughter was a virgin, but now she conceives a child. It's about you being self-sufficient, stand on your own 2 feet, and maybe you have to make your kids stand on their own 2 feet. You may cry if you miss seeing the sunset, but not able to find the words to say why it means so much. As a huntress, you are capable of highly focused, sustained, disciplined work. Yeah, I see that. Career is important, which can lead to great success. But your first love is always nature. You love gardening and tramping the wild places. So if this isn't you, it's somebody that they're talking about. You want a simpler way of life. Most Dianas would live in the country rather than the city, and I know a Diana woman who neatly solved this problem by earning a living by residing in the city but travelling to the country to write articles on wonderful gardens. Modern day's Dianas, you will find today's world puzzling place. A conventional society will be equally perplexed by you. You have a primal, deep connection to the earth, which does not fit in with materialistic concerns today. But that totally negates this, because this is all materialistic. So you're not fitting into this. Don't hold on to it, this materialism, this toxic society. Although you are well equipped for material success, the fruits of that success may leave you cold and hungry yearning, feeling lonely in a room full of people, left out. Leave the city with all its noise, walk away and go out into nature and explore until you start to hear your own authentic voice reminding you of who you really are and what you really need. You have not connected with this voice for some time, and you may be shocked when the voice tells you to plant a herb garden, run along the beach, or chase the setting sun. You may have always felt different when growing up, but you are no less a woman or a man for being unconventional. Connect with others in the green movement who have also loved the earth and want to preserve and protect her. You can carry one of the most ancient and revered faces of the goddess as a nature goddess. Hell will freeze over before you find this woman doing flirting or flattering that comes so easily to Aphrodite women. Sadly, this may mean that it's difficult for you to meet men in wine bars or clubs or in the city, pick-up places. It is also sad because men who pass you over for the more extrovert charm, so maybe that's what happens, of your sister goddess, miss out on a wonderful woman. So don't go looking for them in the places you don't enjoy. Go looking for them in walking clubs or book clubs, whatever it is. A woman who won't want to spend endless hours discussing how you met in past lives. Like Hecate, who won't sulk like Aphrodite if you don't tell her how beautiful she is a couple of times a day. You are not career mad like Athena, bad-tempered like Kali, or everybody's mum like Demeter. You are a doer rather than a talker. You are a breath of fresh air and sunlight over water. You may truly give your heart to another only once in your life, like the swan that you want to mate with. So, when this appears in your card spread, you are being encouraged to get in touch with your wild child. Go back to your roots, back to basics. Less is more. Hunt for the hidden true meaning of the circumstances that surround you now, no matter how adverse they may be. Do not be satisfied with the superficial. Demand genuineness and honesty, because there's lies and deceit in January. With others, and be prepared to be genuine yourself. Diana does not deal with trivialities. You may be about to make a decision that will affect you for the rest of your life. Remember that Diana is a huntress. You may have to stalk your fate, your true direction, with patience and ruefulness. And you haven't got that. You've got impatience and cowardice. So grow backbone. Stop grieving. Get on. You may have to stalk your fate, your true direction with patience and ruthlessness. Do not let others distract you from your path, because they will lie to stop you. Follow it with dedication of a tracker. Like a good hunter, you may need to know the right moment to take action. Wait too long and the moment will pass you forever. Not long enough, and what you seek flies further away from you. So, it's all about taking this seed from the changes that happen in February into March, loving yourself unconditionally, loving others unconditionally. That doesn't mean being a doormat. Using that seed and letting it grow, whatever that seed may be. A new business, a new home, a new life, a baby, doesn't mean you have to stay in a situation because of it. It means you have to stand on your own 2 feet and take whatever comes and decide what you want. So, brilliant read, actually. You've just got to have hope. You lose hope. You're feeling sorry for yourself, especially in January. And there's no need, because there's plenty of opportunities coming your way. You've just got to have to be prepared to take that risk. So remember, 22, date for your diary, somebody's door number, somebody born on that date, living or past, massively important for you. And the number 10, positive, but avoid that 17, avoid that 8 and 26, and the 21. Yeah, the crow and the dogwood. Diana is also Sagittarius, which is knowledge, university, study. So maybe you want to study. You can do that with a child. It's not impossible. And this is about intelligence. So we've got 16. So that number 16 now becomes doubly important. The 16 for you and the 22 are both very, very positive. Spirit don't do that for no reason, so they've done it for you specially. 16 then. The crow is an incredibly intelligent bird associated with the power of foresight and the ability to use tools. Today it's often used to signify darkness or foreboding, but modern depictions rarely do the crow justice. According to Norse folklore, the crow is a powerfully positive symbol meant to remind us of our skills and resources. It says you are capable of solving any problem, but somebody has told you you're not. Like the crow, the dogwood has somewhat confused public image. Its beautiful, light-coloured petals convey gentleness and whimsy. Few know that its hard bark and strong frame make it uncommonly durable, able to withstand even the harshest weather, and so can you. So, you have the tools to fulfill your goals and solve any problems that come your way. You need only look inward to find your wisdom and strength. What do you know about? You have some unique knowledge that sends you on your life path journey. What are your creative or professional goals, and how can you accomplish them? Step by step, write it down. If you want to be a doctor, you've never studied medicine, first of all you get your chemistry exams, then you plan it, and then you get your degree or whatever it is. Go into nursing, do it whichever way you have to do it, but do it. But if you never go for that chemistry exam, you'll never achieve your dreams. So, thanks for listening. That was amazing. And have a good year. Speak soon.